Hey guys, in this video, I like to show you how to create a thumbnail just like this, which I use on my football channel. I have made many thumbnails like this, and this thumbnail is more suited to vertical format. If you deal with a lot of vertical media, i.e. your phone, this game is designed for the phone, then this is your video and you'll definitely learn something. I've made a lot of these thumbnails. It's not going to be too complex and it's not that hard to make as well. So to start with, we are going to open a new page. We need to go to new, and then we need to pick the size 1920 by 1080 72. These are my settings. So you just make your blank canvas. So now I'm going to use a rule of thirds template and I'm going to bring this in. So I've got this file here, and if you want this file, one like this, just go to Google Images and search rule of thirds PNG and you'll see them, get them from there. So I've dragged it in. I'm going to size it to the size of the canvas. So it's about right. Doesn't have to be perfect. So now I must point out, like before this, I have the screenshots ready, my favorite screenshots to put in these sections. Okay, so I will go through the ones that I want to pick and just say I want to pick that one. I will drag it. I will just drag it in. I'll drag it across from one window to the other and into Photoshop. And I'll just size it to around about just in between the lines like that. Okay, so I do this for every video pretty much on this channel. I've got Cole Gamers doing very well. So just press tick, and now I go to the other one. I go to another vertical screenshot. So let's just find one that I want to use. It won't be exactly the same as the first one I showed you, the completed one, because this is just going to be like a basic. You know, once you know how to do this, you can do, you know, the one that I did before. I won't like it. You won't be doing one the same. But you can definitely replicate it from your game or your movie or your shorts, whatever you record in on your phone. So yeah, I placed that in the section there, and I've just positioned it and pressed tick. If I want to like, move it about, I just click the right one on the layer, Command T, and then just adjust it with shift and up and down, something like that. Or you can just do, for more precise is just left arrow. Can do it like, that looks fine for now. Bring in the other one now. Let's just see which one we want to bring in. I'm working on two screens. So we'll bring in this one. We'll bring in this one, and yeah, there we go. Drag it in. There is ways to import it in different ways, but I just find this much easier. I like to deal with the files directly and just drag them in the software. So I just position that how I want it. Okay. So now we've got our base and our pictures in position. So now we're gonna find. I'd like to put a line outer glow on the middle to make it look a bit better. So I'll just find the middle one here. I can't really see very clear, so what I do is just kind of find out which one it is, and drag this to the top, by the way, because I want the outer glow to be visible. If they're under the others, then they may not be. So what I do is just double click this. I just go to outer glow, and I've already got some settings there. I've got it to blend mode normal. Opacity is 100. You can change that if you want. I'm actually not clicked on the right one, so you see there it's changing the whole image, which is not correct. You gotta make sure you click the right one for outer glow. We're actually on dissolve, but we can put it to normal. You can decide which one you want. See opacity, it just lightens it or darkens it, fades it a bit. Spread, you can decide your spread. I don't like it like this. I think it's too much. I like it more. It depends how I feel, but like that's good. And this just gives it more of a nice effect that sometimes I like to use, but not too big. I think that's just too much. I don't want it to be distracting on the thumbnail. So I just think I like it on the smaller side. I decide on colors, which I decide on the time, what I feel like. So I just go through some like this and decide which ones I want, which normally fits what I feel like at the time. So I'll go with like a yellow one this time. Sometimes you can just like click, you can bring this out and say I want to have this yellow. I'll just click that and that'll do the same yellow or the blue, you know, to make it easy so you know precisely which color you want. So I'll just keep it the same as that one there. So press OK. So now we're happy with that. And I press OK again for the layer style. So now I press Command minus Command plus just to see it when it's a bit smaller, see how it's looking. And on my channel, these thumbnails do very well, and they're not hard at all. They're not hard. This is like a base. I'm sure you're learning a lot already. To add text now. So I like to add some text. So I just press the T button. The game is Football Strike. So Football Strike. So I'll press the tick. So now I've got like just any kind of font, which we're not got this. Well, we're not sticking with this. We can just go Command T now. Make sure it's clicked on here. I'm gonna size it to how I feel like is the right size, so it's not in the way of stuff as well. Oh, this can vary, you know, like I don't want it here blocking. I want this visible. So you know, for this instance, it can be a bit tricky because it's got text underneath. It's kind of blending in. I hate text that just kind of it's not very clear. So we need to add some kind of outer some stroke or something. So first we're going to go through a few fonts to see which one I just feel like using right now. I'm not going to be super picky. We can use that one. Burbank Big Condensed. Okay. You see the text it's too, you know, it's not sticking out enough. It's too like involved with everything else. So what I do is double click the layer. We'll add a stroke to start with, see how it looks. Add a stroke and increase the size, make it stand out a bit. And this, you know, it can suffice, really. It can suffice. There's quite a bit that's a lot better. It stands out a lot better now. And if I were being like even more time to it, I could kind of delete this so it's not obstructing. This isn't important to be in a thumbnail. This Win 3.1. I may, if I feel like it, delete it. It will take more time. Or I can if I want to have a drop shadow, just a drop shadow, take the stroke away and see how drop shadow looks. Just adjust the distance, the spread, the size, and you can do the angle as well. So yeah, if I like it, say like that, then you know this might be one that I like. But the black shadow, I can change that if I don't want black shadow. I could change it to maybe, yeah, you know, it's looking a bit more funky and a bit more weird and wild. But you know, I could have it like a green like that. Generally, I stick with a black, I think. So but you can see that kind of works pretty well. But it's a bit big, so I might just like bring it in a bit, move it across. Yeah, just kind of do that. I think that's not too bad. It's not my usual style. I like to use black, but for this illustration, I will stick with that because I think it looks pretty decent, really. You don't want the glow to stick out too much. You want the text, really, but it all depends. So pretty much this is just a basic thumbnail, which, you know, nice and easy and will do very well on my channel. And what I like to do now, just to finish it off, I like to make it brighter. So we've got all our layers here, and I like to combine them all into one. So what I do is Shift Command Option E, and that's Shift Command Option E, holding at the same time, and that brings a full layer. We can adjust this layer, and what I do is Command U. I'll just bring in that in here. And let's bring the saturation up to around 31. You don't want it so, that's too much, you see, but you want it to be like so bright, you know, to get the attention of the you know, the competition with the thumbnails and stuff. I want it to stand out. And so I've upped the saturation to like 25, and I do it 30 if I felt like it. I don't really mess with much else. Yeah, pretty much this is you know, finished, you know, this is finished, and it's a very nice, easy to do thumbnail. And it only takes I mean, I'm not sure how long it's taking on the video now, but when I'm doing it for real with no video, usually 5-10 minutes, that's it. 5-10 minutes. But I want to reiterate that with thumbnails is very important. And if you spend an hour on your thumbnail, that's not a bad investment, because getting the click, thumbnail is a lot of, you know, can be as important as the video itself, because you need people to like the thumbnail to get interest. So the best you can make your thumbnail, the most effort you put into it, it'll benefit you, because you get more clicks, and you need that for people to watch the video. So it's worth putting the effort into the thumbnail. It's not a bad investment of time at all. When you rush it, you know, if you do a great video and you spend like 2 minutes on the thumbnail is crappy, that's just a real waste. You know, you need to do your best with your thumbnail, make it look good. So yep, this is how to make a basic thumbnail for a vertical video. And yep, I hope that's has helped you, and I hope I taught you something today. I just want to say thanks for listening. Yeah, a brand new channel. I'm going to share loads of tips, Photoshop bits, and subscribe if you feel like it, and hit that bell and hit the like button. So until next time, take it easy.